evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Roop Rai. How are you guys doing? I'm sorry we're late by 5 minutes, but we had some baby troubles. I'll let you know about them in a bit. Good evening to you again. Like I said, my name is Roop Rai, and you're watching Mull Over Mondays, which is brought to you by TCSAN. We're live Monday to Thursday at 6 p.m. Mountain Time on Facebook and YouTube at TCSAN2. And you can also follow us on Instagram for behind-the-scenes updates at TCSAN2 as well. All right, before I introduce today's topic, just quickly, I wanted to tell you about our weekly giveaway. It is by Desi Calgary Store. Again, DesiCalgaryStore.com. If you go onto their store, you can order online and they deliver groceries to your home for free. So please do go to their website. And if you like this video and share this video and like and follow our pages, Facebook page, Instagram page, you will be entered into a draw to win $50 that you can spend on Calgary Desi Store website. All right, let's get to today's topic. Let me tell you a story quickly. The year was 1994. Miss World competition was to be telecast on the TV that night. And I was really young. 1994, I was young. But I was really tired that night and I went to sleep. But I had told my mom to wake me up when the Miss World competition came on TV. But when I woke up, it was morning already. And I realized that the night had passed and my mom did not wake me up to watch the Miss World competition. Obviously, I was extremely upset. And I saw the papers in the morning to see the coverage of Miss World pageant. I think it was Miss Aishwarya Rai who won the Miss World crown that year. But I remember being so mad at my mom about it. That was the lure of beauty pageants in my life at that time when I was so young. I don't think I stayed up for any other show or any other competition ever, or I wanted to stay up. But over the years, the sheen faded for me. And I was also exposed to conversations around beauty pageants about how they exploit women, how they objectify women, how they reduce women to just a physical body. But I personally know many women who've participated in many beauty pageants, and they're strong, independent, confident women, and they feel differently, of course. So to answer the questions, do beauty pageants empower or objectify? I have with me three beautiful and strong women here. Let me pull them onto the screen. Sangeeta Virmani, Vineeta Arshi, and Shivani Rai. Hi, guys.
Hello.
All right, so just to introduce all of you, I'll first start with Sangeeta because I have your list of accomplishments here, but I'm going to stick to, she has accomplished a lot more than this, but I'm going to stick to only the titles that we're going to talk about or the conversation is relevant to. She's held the titles of Miss Alberta South Asia 2002, Miss India Canada 2003, Miss Glamour Bollywood First Runner-Up 2006, Miss Canada Moella 2010, Women's Achiever Best MC Award 2016, and she got called to the bar in 2018. And that's just some of her accomplishments. Here I have like a whole bunch of her accomplishments. Maybe I'll like post them on on our Facebook page. But welcome, Sangeeta. Thank you so much for giving us the time today. Thank you for being here. And then we also have with us Shivani Rai, who is a mom. Like I said in the beginning of the show that we were late by 5 minutes. It's because Shivani has a small baby in her house and she is taking care of the baby and she's made time to be here today. Thank you so much, Shivani. Really means a lot. And she is also Mrs. Southern Alberta 2020, which is an incredible achievement. Doing that after marriage. So we'll talk to you about that. And Vineeta Arshi, my petite little darling, she is Miss Canada Globe Pageant. She went to Miss Canada Globe Pageant last September 2020, and she won Miss Southern Alberta, Miss Petite Princess, and Miss Ambassador in that contest. I am so proud of you guys, and I'm so glad that you made the time to be here today. So I'm going to start with Sangeeta. I'm going to start with the question that why did you enlist in a beauty pageant? What was the drive that made you do it?
To be honest, I actually had no intentions of entering a pageant. I was approached and I kind of thought, no, it's not really my thing. I used to do a lot of background work in entertainment, and it was just one of those spur of the moment decisions I made and took a couple of friends with me. And before I knew it, it was something I fell in love with. I love entertainment industry. I love beauty pageants, and I love more so anything the glamour world. So that's the reason why I think that I ended up here.
And what was the support like from your family?
So I'm very fortunate. My immediate family at the time was my two younger sisters and my mom. So it's just a family of women at that time. And we were always really, really, I would say, supportive of each other's dreams and aspirations. And so I always had a lot of support. And I was fortunate enough. I think that was the driving force. When you have a good kind of a network to support you, then you really want to be able to make your dreams come true.
I'm so glad that you had that freedom to follow your dreams. I'm going to ask Shivani the same question. I see that you were Mrs. Southern Alberta, so obviously you were married at the time. So did you ever
Yeah.
think of being in beauty pageant before you get married? Before you got married?
Um, Actually, yeah. So I did my fashion designing. I'm a graduate in fashion designing from Punjab University, and I was a model in a university magazine back then, and I used to do a lot of ramp walks. So being in that field already, I had this vision of getting into this field once I was there. So I actually came here in 2017. Yeah. Um, and since then I've been actually trying to get into this. I didn't know, and I didn't have any guiding light to guide me, and I didn't know who to talk to about it. So I kept on researching, and one day I stumbled upon our own Raman Sani's Facebook page and Instagram profile. It's like, okay, and I actually went in there and I saw that there's a Mrs. division as well. I was like, okay, I think I am the one. I think I can do this. And then I signed up for this. And fortunately, my family supported me a lot, a lot. Like I'm like really very grateful of them. So yeah.
And when was this? Last year, right?
Yes, this was last year.
What month? Was it before COVID or?
Yeah, it was in June 2019.
Oh,
No,
so
actually, sorry, 2020. Sorry, 2020. My bad. Yeah.
Okay. So it was in
Yeah.
June 2020. All right. I'm going to ask Vineeta the same question. So what made you want to be a part of the pageant that you went to, Miss Canada Glow Pageant?
So I really like the idea of the pageant because it helped us do the inner beauty and how they teach us self-love and build confidence.
Okay. So that was that the motivation for you to join the pageant to grow internally?
And also what I really like was the pageant is that we have to choose a platform. So my platform was that I want to help deaf and hear Alberta because I have my older sister who is deaf. So I love to help in that field because I want to grow in her, and because it's not easy to have a deaf sister. So that's why I choose this platform.
That's really sweet. All right. So, Sangeeta, like you said, you were always wanting to be a part of the glamour world. Like that was initially the pull was to the glamour world. So um, did you achieve what you expected, or did you learn more than you expected, or did the pageant world, did it meet your expectations?
For myself, I would say it has exceeded my expectations because I think for me, my pageant started in 2002. So if you look at it, it's about 19 years ago my journey began. And I think a lot of the self-confidence that I have came from meeting other young, beautiful women, competing with young, beautiful women. It really wasn't I wouldn't say it wasn't so catty. It was actually a great experience for empowering each other. I was learning, working on my public speaking skills, my ramp walk, more about myself and what I actually really enjoyed. Being on stage in front of so many people, being able to actually have a talent round and have an Indian dress round, and all those kind of things. I think for me, it actually exceeded my expectations, and I think that's why I continue to do. I would say about five. I think I did about 5 pageants, and I mean, if I had the opportunity to continue, I would definitely continue.
And did it help you in law school as well?
Absolutely, because I think it actually it helps you break the stigma and stereotypes of just being, a beauty pageant. You could say contestant or a title holder that maybe isn't so intelligent or doesn't really know so much. So I think for me, I think I was able to take those barriers to next level, and I break many barriers. I've been undermined and underestimated a lot previously, because sometimes I think, like you were mentioning before, there's a lot of myths around beauty pageants and contestants. And I mean, when you look at Sushmita Sen and Aishwarya Rai, we have a lot of intelligent women here that have brought a lot to the industry. So I think for me, I wanted to be a woman that empowers other women to follow their dreams and actually take their life to a next level.
And you're doing it too, because I know, like, I've seen you MC so many events, the confidence, the aura that you exude, it's unparalleled. So you are absolutely living that exact definition that you just mentioned. Shivani, you said that your husband was supportive and your family was supportive. So you went into it again with the same, because you had an interest in fashion, you had an interest in modeling. So that was the initial drive. But what did you learn from the competition?
I actually learned to love the body I was in, and I am in actually. I learned that stretch marks are not bad; they're good. Even if you have that tummy, you think that you're fat, honestly, you're not. It's just in your mind. It's all in your mind. This is what I actually learned, because when I saw that division there, and I was like, I think there'll be ladies, or there'll be women out there who'll be all fit, and after they're like, years of giving birth and all that stuff, they might be all fit now. I don't know if I would fit in. And then I called the manager over there, and they actually told me. I was like, I don't know if I fit in here. I have a very stupid body right now. I don't know why even I'm calling here. And she was like, no, it's not like that. We're not looking for like any particular body structure. We are looking for your personality. We're looking for women who are ready to be themselves on the stage, who are ready to be an example for everybody around them. I was like, that sounds great. And I think that, this is the journey which I would love to go on. Because after you have kids, you literally start, I believe, it was me, I don't know, but most of us, we start not loving ourselves just because how we look. And I thought if I could change that image for each and every one of us, I would do. And if this is the track, or this is the path that I have to walk, I would. And it's not like, also it was not very difficult to walk this path. I know it was difficult to get all my family together into this, and that permission of if I can go or no, because obviously in our culture here, after we are married, we have to take certain steps very consciously. So but it was that was the only thing which came in my way, but that was only for like a day, as they didn't know about it, they didn't know about this industry, and I was already a part of this, so I knew kind of in and out of this, but they were pretty new, so they were quite skeptical of this, and they were concerned of me if I was safe or not. But no, ladies, I would just say, if you're thinking of going into this, just go. You're perfect the way you are. That is what I actually learned for myself. So
Thank you for sharing those vulnerabilities with us, actually, because that you're absolutely right. Once you have a child, or once you are beyond a certain age, like even now myself, like I don't think I'm overweight at all, but when I look in the mirror, I see all the flaws. I see that extra little half an inch of fat after wintertime, especially after you've eaten badly for a long period of time, and you see that every single centimeter. But then you have to remind yourself, you know what, this is me, this is who I am, I own it. And I think with beauty pageants, Vineeta, because I know that the pageant that you went to, it celebrates petite women, which I thought was really cute, because this is something like normally, like I haven't seen that. You see beauty pageants, you see women who are 5'9", who are as tall as Sangeeta, who's like, I don't know, 6 feet 1 inch. But but here it was a contest that celebrates you being petite, you being you. How did you feel about that?
I feel that everyone had a equal um, category. There was Miss Teen, and of course Miss Petite. I feel it was fair for the girls so that they won't be saying, "Oh, I feel taller than this person." So they feel that they put in the category that we can feel comfortable in.
Yeah. So did you ever, like I said at the beginning, that we hear this a lot, that beauty pageants basically corner women into just being a physical body. But did you ever feel that, Vineeta?
Yes, I feel that we. What was the question?
Like, did you feel that you were just you were not valued for your brain, or you were not valued for your personality, that you were just like, they were just looking at how your body looked or how you dressed, or did you
No,
feel objectified?
no, I didn't feel like that way because they didn't say, "Oh, you look fat." They said, "Whatever you look absolutely beautiful," and this, and I'm really glad that I got confidence, and they didn't be like, "Oh, you're so fat." They just say, "Whoever you are looks absolutely good."
And were there ever, I'm going to ask all of you ladies this question. So, were there ever any mandatory dresses that you had to wear, or any, you were forced to wear a dress that you didn't want to wear? Was there anything like that? Any restrictions? Sangeeta?
There was no restrictions, and you never really had to go out of your comfort zone. There are certain rounds, of course. I mean, whether it be a South Asian or Indian dress round, or like sometimes there's a bathing suit round, and sometimes there's an evening gown round. So I've never felt that I've ever had to go out of my comfort zone. And I think that was, if anything, it took me out of my comfort zone for myself. But I never had to do anything that I wasn't comfortable doing.
Okay. What about you, Shivani? Did you ever feel uncomfortable? Let me unmute you.
I would actually agree with Sangeeta 100%. There's nothing that made me uncomfortable, not even a bit. Yes, like I thought that going through that bathing suit round or a swimsuit round, I would feel uncomfortable. But believe me, they're so supportive, people there, and the audience itself, because as soon as you hit that ramp, you just don't see. Honestly, it's in your mind. It's just in your mind. That's it. Um, the moment you hit that ramp and you walk on that ramp, you just own it. You don't even feel like as if you're wearing a swimsuit or a bathing suit. You do not. I honestly did not. I was very skeptical of wearing a swimsuit at first, but no. Everyone is so supportive. I really, in fact, yes, even with just like Sangeeta, I felt even more confident about myself, and I want to go and participate in more pageants now. Even though I know there'll be such rounds going ahead, but I'm so confident now that I just don't feel skeptical of it anymore. Honestly.
I'm gonna ask you something that may be a little pointed. If you think the bathing suit, for example, the bathing suit round, if the pageants are not about physical beauty, then why parade women, or why make women wear bathing suits?
You know what? Actually, I think it's always been that way. For myself personally, I would like to share, and I would say thank you, Shivani. You brought a lot of great points up. I feel like we've had a common experience. For me personally, any of the pageants that I entered, I've never had to wear a bathing suit. So I've never had that experience. Going forward, if I did, would I feel that, I totally understand where you're coming from? Is it really parading? I think, to be honest with you, beauty pageants has always been about beauty. Nowadays, we're pushing the inner beauty and shining out. But at the same time, to be on stage, that's what all of these models have had done, Sangeeta Sen and Aishwarya Rai. So I don't feel that, it's necessarily parading my outside body. I think that's my moment to be like, you know what, this is me comfortable within my own skin up here shining and doing my best. So me personally, I've never had to wear one, but I'm hoping that there's more pageants for, I guess, people my age. I would love to continue.
Let me know if there are pageants for people our age.
Oh, definitely. We'll get you. I think Shivani and Vineeta, I think all of us could get you involved.
Because I know one of my friends, we've had this conversation multiple times, like that we want to get into modeling for the sake of it. We just want to go see what it's like. Because like you said, like you grow up watching these actresses, you grow up watching this glamour world, but really that's not my calling. That's something I never really wanted to do, but it's cool. It's something to, you see from afar, you're like, oh, this is kind of interesting. Like, would I ever be able to get on the stage in front of so many people and, just sashay there? I don't think I would be able to, but it would be a good challenge to take on. So yeah, let me know, guys, if there is something. Then yeah, absolutely, I'd love to. All right, so finally, I'm just gonna ask all of you to give me motivational speech for anyone who's listening. Should they be? Is it okay for them to be a part of beauty pageant, or is there any cons that you can warn them about? Sangeeta?
Okay, so for me, I'm a really strong believer that I would encourage all women to participate in beauty pageants. They're amazing experience to actually build confidence. I have had some not so positive experiences. So I would say if I could give a message to any of the women or anybody watching, I would say do your research. Make sure that the pageant is an established association. Make sure that there's the websites, official. Ask around, because I have actually come across, unprofessional one as well in my journey. So they are costly. So you want to make sure that you know where your money is going. And at the end of the day, if I had any words of advice, first of all, before I give my advice, I just want to say thank you, Roop, because I think that this is a great topic. And thank you for having all three of us. I think that this was a great evening in a long time that I've had during COVID. And I would say, you know what, follow your heart, go and actually do whatever it is that you can. Because if it empowers one woman, you've already made a difference.
And you mentioned money. It costs money to participate in these pageants. I guess you need to buy dresses and you need that participation fee. So what do you win? What do you get out of it, other than, of course, the experience? Do you get anything monetarily out of the pageant?
Yeah. So in my pageant experience, I've entered over 5 pageants. I have won jewelry, money, computers, a trip to India, a hotel stay in Bombay. They put you up and you'll be able to be connected with stars. I've had the privilege of meeting and Devanand. I've had there are a lot of prizes. I've actually had a vehicle for a year. So there's tons of prizes actually. But the best prize is that you actually get to, discover a new part of yourself.
And what about you, Shivani? What did you win, and what is the message that you would give it to young girls?
I actually won a lot. There were like many, many goodies that I won. First of all, I actually won the confidence. There are actually many, many prizes that you win. It's not only when you win a certain title. There are many other awards in that particular title as well. Like I also won Miss Photogenic. There are Miss Friendly and Miss Beautiful Smile and all that stuff. So every title, every award comes with a lot of prizes, a lot of goodies. Free massages, free pedicures, free manicures from your local salons and everything of that sort. Free, the best which I won was the free clothes from one of the brands. So because they were the sponsors. So there are like many, many sponsors. And also, I just wanted to add for the previous question here, Roop, that you put was why is it there only swimwears if it's not about the beauty, if it's not about the body? It has actually changed. It has started to change. Miss Teen Canada has just recently changed their protocol from swimwear to activewear. So they do not want to see your body anymore. And we are on that path of improving and improving how we see beauty and how we define beauty. So we are on that path here. The only thing I would have loved to say to the women of my age and the women who and to you, Roop, that you just asked if you can be a part of this pageant or not. So to the women, I would just say, be yourself, stay confident in yourself, come out of their comfort zone. Even if you've got babies, they're your strength. Don't make them your weaknesses. Make your family your strength. Go out there. You can do it. You have that. You've got that in you. It's just that also if I can do it, oh, believe me, I was not the one to win this title, honestly. And if I can do it, each one of you can do it. Each one of you can do it. Just go for it. Roop, just go for it. This is just a suggestion from my side to you. You'll be able to do that. I'm telling you, you've got that in you.
Oh, look at that. See, I'm going to tell Anusha, it was my friend Anusha and me. We've been talking about it, of course, as a joke, that we really need to start modeling. But you know what? I'm going to take you up on that next year.
Yeah.
All right, Vineeta, what would you say to young girls or older girls or girls in general, women in general? What would you say?
I will say that go for it, because first of all, I didn't have any confidence. But when I stepped into the pageant, I learned so much. They just they were like a family to you, and they were like, they didn't feel that you're doing this wrong. They always correct you. So, and I built so much confidence, and before I didn't had any confidence. Now I had a confidence, and I want to share with all the girls, just go for it and just build that confidence and self-love and the inner beauty of their all.
I'm going to share some pictures with you guys here now. That's Vineeta. Beautiful. All right. And I have a picture of Shivani as well. Oh, there she is with the crown. And then we have a photo of confident Sangeeta Virmani as well. There you go. There's proof that you actually, did participate in a beauty pageant. Maybe you guys should award new crowns. I know you asked me multiple times. Vineeta did, Shivani did, and I was like, yeah, it depends if you want to. But maybe you should. All right, well, thank you so much, ladies. Really appreciate it. I know, Shivani, you need to go back to your baby. And thank you, Sangeeta. And we should have more of these evenings, maybe on different topics. And thank you, Vineeta, for taking the time as well. Really appreciate you guys being here. Much love to all three of you.
Thank you so much. Thanks a ton.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, so I also wanted to let you guys know that if you like and share this video, you can win up to $50. And once again, I'll thank my guests, Sangeeta, Vineeta, and Shivani, for coming here and talking to us about beauty pageants. It was a topic that's really close to my heart, and there are, like I said, a lot of myths about beauty pageants, and I wanted to hear directly from the girls, like what their experiences were like. Were they happy being in these beauty pageants? And it seems like they were, and they would do it again if they could. So thanks to them again. But one more time, if you like and share this video, you can win up to $50. Ali, can you play the video, please?
This week, TC Sands giveaway is brought to you by Authentic Desi, an Indian grocery store in Calgary that offers you free delivery. You can place your order online at calgarydesistore.com. For the giveaway, you could win $50 to spend at either one of the 2 Authentic Desi locations in Calgary, but only if you like this video and like and follow TC Sands' Facebook or Instagram page. So please go ahead. Hit that like button and get entered into a draw for $50. And don't forget, calgarydesistore.com. And you could also WhatsApp them at 403-477-7345.
And you have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow at 6 p.m.